Have you noticed that things you used to love just don't hit the same anymore? You watch a movie and check your phone halfway through. You open a game and get bored after 20 minutes. You start a new show and somehow you're already scrolling through something else. Even the things you were excited about last year feel strangely flat now. And eventually you start wondering, what's wrong with me? Maybe you're lazy. Maybe you've lost your motivation. Or maybe your brain has simply gotten used to too much stimulation. And once you understand what's happening, you might start looking at your boredom very differently. Think about the first time you ate something extremely spicy. It hits immediately. Your mouth burns, your eyes water, and you can barely finish it. Then you eat it again and again. Eventually, the same food doesn't feel nearly as intense. So you add more spice. The food didn't change, you adapted. Your brain does something remarkably similar with stimulation. Think about an ordinary day. You're waiting for your food, you're on your phone. Standing in line, you're watching something. Eating, you're watching YouTube. Walking, you have music or a podcast playing. Working, there's a video, music, or notifications running somewhere in the background. There's almost always something demanding your attention. And your brain is incredibly good at adapting to whatever you repeatedly give it. That's useful for survival. It becomes a problem when high stimulation becomes your normal. Because eventually, quiet feels uncomfortable. Reading feels slow. Studying feels painful. Work feels boring. And ordinary life starts feeling strangely empty. Here's where things get interesting. Your brain doesn't experience everything in isolation. It compares. If you've spent hours consuming fast, unpredictable content, a normal conversation suddenly feels slow. A book feels slow. A walk feels slow. Even a movie can feel slow. Imagine listening to music through headphones at maximum volume every day. Eventually, normal volume feels quiet. The room didn't become quieter, your reference point changed. That's what can happen with stimulation. You start expecting something new every few seconds. A new video, a new notification, a new joke, a new piece of information, a new emotional reaction. Then you put the phone down, and suddenly there's nothing happening. Your brain says, "This is boring," so you pick the phone back up. And that tiny decision creates a much bigger problem. You feel bored, so you reach for stimulation. You get stimulation and feel better for a moment. Then your brain gets used to it. Now ordinary activities feel even less exciting, so you reach for stimulation again. That's the loop. And it's incredibly easy to miss because every individual decision feels harmless. 5 minutes of scrolling, one short video, one notification, one quick check. But repeat that pattern hundreds of times, and your attention starts learning something. Boredom must be escaped. That's the real problem. You haven't just trained your brain to seek stimulation. You've trained it to avoid stillness. And once your brain learns that pattern, even a few quiet minutes can feel strangely uncomfortable, so you keep filling them. Here's the good news. Your brain adapts. That means adaptation can work in the other direction too. You don't need to disappear into the woods for 6 months. Start small. Eat without watching something. Walk without a podcast. Sit somewhere without reaching for your phone. Read a few pages even when they feel slow. Let yourself experience a few minutes of genuine boredom. At first, it may feel uncomfortable. Then something interesting starts happening. Your attention begins stretching again. Ordinary things become easier to enjoy. A conversation can hold your attention. A walk can feel satisfying. A book can pull you in. You start noticing things that were always there. You just weren't giving yourself enough silence to notice them. The goal isn't to remove technology from your life. It's to stop needing stimulation every second you're awake. Because when everything is competing for your attention, nothing gets enough of it to become meaningful. So if nothing excites you anymore, don't immediately assume you've lost your passion. Look at what your brain has been consuming all day. Maybe life became boring. Or maybe your brain simply became accustomed to everything being intense. And if that's what happened, you can change it. Give ordinary things another chance. Let yourself be bored. Let your attention become quiet again. Because sometimes you don't need a more exciting life. You need a brain that can enjoy an ordinary one. As philosopher Blaise Pascal wrote, all of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone. Maybe boredom isn't the enemy. Maybe it's the space where your attention finally gets a chance to come back to you. And if you've been wondering why nothing seems exciting anymore, watch the next video on your screen. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe to Decode for more psychology and ideas that help you understand yourself.